Okay, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, Dr. Renuka. And we are privileged to have Dr. Miklesh Yadav with us. I welcome all the students on the second day of our this 15 days workshop on analytics and accounting standards and entrepreneurial skills for the students. In that light, uh, we are honored to have Dr. Miklesh Yadav among us. So since it in keeping with the vision of our this workshop, which has stemmed out of the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chancellor Sir and able guidance of Vice Chancellor Ma'am. So we are organizing this practical exposure on accounting analytics and entrepreneurial skill development. So this is basically aimed at building stronger concepts of accounting and vibrant entrepreneurial skills to contribute to the nation's development process. Because students, as you all know, we are celebrating 75 years of our independence. That is called Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And now this is the right time to take stock of all the analytical capabilities that we have generated so far since independence. And you, as a students of commerce, you are entrusted with this responsibility of taking it forward so that India at 2047, that is when we are completing 100 years of our independence, and that is the vision of Prime Minister Modi ji as well. So in that light, we are trying to impart you those necessary skills. And in that light, this art studio, this is a very important analytical tool, statistical tool, which you can use in a variety of situations, economic situations, commercial undertakings, or any technical analysis, what you are doing. So I'll just tell you about, introduce to Dr. Miklesh Yadav. He has been a pioneering econometrician, and he has a total work experience of more than 12 years, and he has contributed acclaimed publications in ABDC A and B category journals, which are also Scopus indexed journals. So he has been a guest editor for International Journal of Public Sector Performance Management, and which is a Scopus index journal. And he has delivered more than 120 days of lectures as a resource person in various FDPs and MDPs, that is Faculty Development Program and Management Development Programs. And he has been delivering lectures in GGS, IPO, FIIB, Delhi University, then Kurukshetra University, Bhagat Phul Singh Mahila University, GVM Girl College, and RDIS College, and Center for the CDAC Noida for Advanced Computing. And he has also created a YouTube channel in his own name, Miklesh Yadav, and where he has uploaded more than 156 videos. And these are very well made videos which will give you basics about how you can use different kind of tools in econometrics. And they cover time series, panel data analysis, and event study methodology. So without much ado, I would just like to request Dr. Miklesh Yadav to kindly take over and please bless us with your knowledge. Dr. Miklesh.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me in this session, specifically for R&R Studio. So moving further ahead, let me talk about, let me share my PPT and then we'll discuss about entire R&R Studio.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, I hope my
yes, sir, it is visible.
it is visible.
Yes, sir. Your entire screen is now visible. Yeah.
I hope my PPT is visible to everyone.
No, sir. Now it is. It has just gone away. Yes, now it is visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I urge all the students to please be attentive, because there's a quiz at the end of it. And Mikesh, sir, please continue.
Okay, sir. So as far as this R is concerned, in this R generally for the analysis purpose, we just analyze the data and then we get idea either the analysis is correct or not, right? So just a second, sir. Yeah. So why we people lag behind this R? That is the matter of concern. And in this current juncture, be it in form of academic or you can say corporate business world, everyone is lagging behind this R in R studio. Why? What is the reason behind that? We'll be talking about first. Who has developed this R in R studio? We'll be also discussing this thing. Well, R is a programming language and free software environment for statistical computing and graphics supported by the R Foundation for Statistical Computing. R was created by Ross Haka and Robert Gentleman at the University of Auckland, New Zealand, and currently developed by the R Development Project. And this project was conceived in 1992 with an initial version released in 1995. Basically, before 1995, there was a huge problem. Problem was that for analysis purpose, people used to purchase software by spending huge amount of funds. That was the problem. So two guys who were by profession, they indulge in teaching occupation like us, right? They were also professors. Once they were discussing that to do such type of work, due to that whosoever will be doing analysis, they will be enjoying by not paying the amount. It means they focused on such type of software that will be helping to just analyze the data without even single a penny. Then they decided, and by the way, they were the professor from University of Auckland, New Zealand. And look at the figure. If you look at the pic of these two guys, the first one is Rossi Haka and Robert Gentleman. In 1994, it was the big challenge it was the big challenge in front of these two guys that it's fine. We are about to start software, but what will be the name of that software? It was the challenge in front of them. Finally, they thought, do one thing, Rossi Haka and Robert Gentleman, do one thing. Your name also initiates with R. My name also initiates with R. So why not to keep just R rather than any other thing? Finally, they agreed, and we are talking about R. Right? We are talking about R because R is nothing, it's software, and this software is kept as the initial name or the initial letter of these two great names, so-called Rossi Haka and Robert Jet. And you are just this the figure of the pics of these two guys are in front of you. Finally, in 2010, it was integrated with R Studio, and that was developed by J.J. Elliott in December 2010 and formally released on February 28, 2011. R Studio is a powerful and productive user interface for R, and it's free and open source and works great on Windows, Mac and Linux. Now the question is, why R? There are innumerable software, EViews, SPSS, MOS, etc. But why we are lagging behind R? There is reason, and the reason are like this. It is open access software and user friendly. Meaning is, you can download, you can install without paying the amount. When you are going to purchase, when you are going to use SPSS, might be MOS or EView software, you are supposed to pay the amount. But it is freely available. Anywhere you can access it, anywhere you can download it, and you can start analyzing the data. Second, it helps to clean the messy and complex data set to make convenient. It means when the people have huge or large data set, it becomes very difficult to just analyze. It becomes very difficult to clean, and it is our studio that will be helpful for this. Third, it creates easiness in data visualization, analysis, and interpretation. Graphical representation of the data, be it in form of your histogram, then pie chart, and any other graphical representation also. All these graphical representation can be done with the help of this R Studio. Then it provides ample tools to developers to train and evaluate an algorithm and predict future events. So it provides what? Ample amount of tools, be it in form of your so many material availability of it, right? And so many tools and techniques are there which can train, and people easily they can create or evaluate an algorithm to predict the future event. It has tremendous amount of learning sources. As I mentioned that it has in software website itself, huge data set are there, huge learning material are there, and with the help of that, you can easily understand it. And finally, cost effectiveness, which I have already mentioned, that it is cost effective. It means compared to other software, if even you are willing to purchase, compared to other software, you have to pay a very minimal amount, right? So this is all about your R Studio and benefits of R Studio. I hope this is fine. Yeah. In case of any doubt, you may put your doubt also, right? Okay. This is the process of downloading the data set, which I'll be talking about right now. Yeah. Moving further, look, basically R is considered as the language, and people still they think that we require technical mindset to analyze the data using R Studio, but it is not like that. Even the people who are beginners in the sense that undergraduate students, they can also analyze in a very friendly manner. For that, you must have R in R Studio, and I hope everyone has got information to bring their laptop. So requesting each and everyone, whatever I'm doing, to follow in your case also, so that you can be capable to install R Studio. So first you must have R in R Studio. So hardly it will take 3 to 4 minutes to install the R. Requesting you to just go to Google. So go to Google. In Google, what you are supposed to mention, first step, requesting everyone, I'll be repeating again and again. In case of any doubt, you may ask your doubt. But one thing is very clear. For today's session, you must have the laptop. Only then you'll be enjoying a lot, right? Okay. In this, on this Google, you are simply supposed to write free download of R simply, and then press enter. Again, I'm repeating, go to Google and write there free download of R and then press enter. I hope everyone has done. Today it will be practical session. That's why you have been requested to bring laptop. Then you are supposed to click on download of R-4.2.1 for Windows. Just click on it. When you click on it, it is showing so many options. And in the first option, it is showing download R-4.2.1 for Windows. So simply click on this. When you click on this, it is being installed, right? So hardly it will take a few minutes. So let it be done. I hope everyone is following the same process. Yeah, dear participants. In case of any doubt, you can just send a message in chat also. Actually, in my case, I have already installed R and R Studio, but simply I'm showing you. If your internet is fast, within few minutes, it will be installed.
Dear students, if you are facing any problem, convey us, write down in a chat box.
Yeah, till now, in case of any problem, you are supposed to just mention on chat.
Or raise your hand.
I think in your case, it might have been done. Yeah. Okay. So in my case, it is taking time, though I have already downloaded, I have already installed. After installing this R, again go to Google. And on Google, what you are supposed to write? And right here, download of R Studio. Earlier it was R and now R Studio. And R and R Studio are integrated. Getting me? So you are supposed to install first R and then you are supposed to install R Studio. After writing this download of R Studio, press enter. The first is download the R Studio IDE. So click on this, download the R Studio IDE. When you click on it, it is showing like this. Innumerable options are there, like yeah, R Studio Desktop free, R Studio Desktop Pro $995, and so on. You are supposed to click on this download free. So just I click on this download free. When I click on download free, the first one is showing download R Studio for Windows. So I just click on this. Now my R Studio is being installed. I hope process is clear. What you are supposed to do? First, you are supposed to go to Google, write there free download of R first, right? And then it will be installed quickly. Within few seconds, you are supposed to write download of R Studio, right? It will take a little bit time, and automatically it will be installed. Like in my case, it is showing R Studio Executive, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and so on. So my R Studio has been also installed. When you follow this first and second step, it means it has been installed in your laptop or might be desktop, whatever you have, be it in form of desktop or laptop. Now, how to install, or sorry, how to ensure that R in R Studio has been installed in your laptop? So go to the Windows search. In this Windows search, you are supposed to write like RST. The moment you write RST, it will be coming R Studio app. Again, I'm repeating. After going to this first and second step, like installation of R and R Studio, just go to Window and write here RST. It will show you R Studio app, and then do double press. When you click double press on this R Studio, it will be open your R Studio. Like, yeah, I hope this R Studio is visible to everyone. Yeah, it is visible. Yes. So first time, whosoever is opening R Studio first time, they may get the icon like this, right? But if you click on this box, it may be coming like this, 4 windows, right? It may be coming like this, 4 windows. So window number first, second, third, and then fourth. So let me write this. There are 4 windows in R Studio. Number 1, R script. Number 2, data object. Third, file, plot, and package. 4, console. Right? So R script, data object, file, plot, and package. So you can say that there are 4 windows, or this window is also known as panes. So there are 4 panes in R Studio: R script, data object, file, plot, and package, and finally console. So in this, the first one, wherever I'm writing, this is known as R script. The second one, which is mentioned here, like environment is empty, this is known as data object. And the third one, like files, plot, and package. So of course, by name itself, it shows file, plot, and package. And the fourth one, I'm writing here, which is known as, like I'm writing here this. So this is known as what? Console. So there are 4 windows or 4 panes in R Studio. Right? Till now, no problem. Can I move further ahead, dear participants? If you have any doubt, please put your doubt here. Yeah. Dear participants, any doubt? No doubt. Okay.
There is no doubt, sir. We can continue, sir.
Yeah. In console, you can do like whatever you are doing in calculator, you can do here in console. Like if I write 2 plus 4, enter, you get 6, isn't it? 9 minus 4, then you get also the answer. 9 divided by 3, you get also answer. Getting me? It means this operation is known as mathematical operation in R studio. So first, let me tell you, first is what? Mathematical operation in R studio. Mathematical operation in R studio, that is the first thing. So as I mentioned, you can do all the mathematical operation in this R studio. You can also experiment like RAM equal to 3. Look, what I'm writing, again I'm repeating, RAM equal to 3, enter. The moment you write, it has been mentioned here that RAM is nothing but 3. And then when I do like RAM plus 5 and then enter, you get 8. So this is about your mathematical operation in R studio. First thing you get like this. Yeah, I'm sharing the data also, so that you can get the analysis work here. Okay, I have shared the data with all of you. I hope you have received. Yeah, dear participants, have you received? Can anyone send me a message so that I can get confirmation? Yeah, either you have received or not. Yeah, dear participants. Dear participants, have you received the data? I have just sent you right now. Yeah, I think you have received the data, right? Okay. So after the data, what we can do? First thing is how to upload the file, because if you do not upload the file, how can you work on analysis part? So first thing, how to upload the data in our studio. That is the matter. For that, go to this site, import dataset, right? And in this import dataset, click on from Excel. Again, I'm repeating what I did till now. Go to this import dataset, click on from Excel. There are innumerable options, but in my case, my data is available in Excel. That's why I'm clicking on Excel. So I'm just clicking on Excel, and then click on browse. When I click on browse, my data is related to Excel. That's why. My data is available in Excel. That's why I clicked on Excel. You can also follow the same process which I'm following. So first you have downloaded the data. I hope you have downloaded the data. The name of data is Mint. So I'm clicking on Mint. And then I simply click on import. So the moment I click on import, the data set has come in my R Studio. This has been uploaded. So again, I'm repeating which process I have followed in order to upload the data. Go to this import data set, click on from Excel, then click on browse. Wherever your data is kept, just upload from that. Like in my case, it is coming like this. So I have clicked on this mint and then press on import, and I'll be getting the data in my R Studio. Yeah, I hope you have got the data and you have uploaded the data in R Studio also. Yeah. Now, what you are supposed to do, first thing is, after uploading the file, you are supposed to attach the file. For example, like this is my mint file. So I have to write here ATTA attach. Again, I'm repeating what you are supposed to do. ATT, automatically it comes attach. And file name, the name of file is what? Mint. So I'm writing here MINT and then enter. First thing, remember, after uploading the file, we are supposed to just write attach and file name, like I have done here, attach and mint file, and then enter. It means I'm just ready to work in this R Studio. You might have studied a statistic part, mean, median, mode, etc. Isn't it? So first thing is, you can do the descriptive statistic. So what I'm writing right? How to do? That is a matter of concern. Very simple. Let's suppose I have max score, right? The name of series is max score. The name of variable is max score. So simply I write SUMM. Again, I'm repeating SUMM. Automatically it comes summary. So I write here summary, and then file, variable name like max score. So I write here MEX. Automatically it comes max score, and then press enter. The moment I press enter, it is coming what? Minimum value, first quartile, median, mean, third quartile, and maximum value. And trust me, in order to compute this mean, median, mode, while in undergraduate course or might be graduate course, you have taken huge time, isn't it? You have taken huge time to just get the descriptive statistic. But luckily, it is very easy to compute this descriptive statistic in R Studio within a Jiffy. In the Jiffy, you can get it like we have simply written summary, and then I have written max score. So requesting you all to do the descriptive statistic of rest of the video. Hurry up, take 3 to 4 minutes time and do this. Yeah, in case of any doubt, I am here.
All the students, please follow the steps. If anyone is facing the problem, please convey to sir or write down in a chat box.
We hope some students are trying at their end. You have downloaded the R. It's a very easy hands-on kind of tool. So if you just progress along with what sir is telling, there won't be any problem with you in regard to finding the solution. Sir, we
Okay.
can move ahead.
So very easy, you can do that. You can simply write summary and variable name. You get the all this main material. Now the question is, you may say, sir, let's suppose I have 10 variables. Let's suppose I have 10 series. Can you do in one go, or should I compute descriptive statistic one by one? Like I have written summary max score. I have to write summary JKAC and so on. Generally, it is the rule. But you may also ask, sir, can we compute descriptive statistic of entire variables in one go? Let's suppose in Mint file, there are 5 variables: date, Mexico, JKSC, NGSC, BIST, and BSC. So can we compute descriptive statistic of all the variables in one go? So yes, you can simply compute by writing SUMMA summary and then your file name. So within a minute, you may compute the descriptive statistic of all the variables. So this is descriptive statistic of all the variables. How? So what is the understanding here? Understanding is like that. This is the summary. This is the crux. This is the crux of descriptive statistic. When you write summary and variable name, you may get the descriptive statistic of single variable. But when you write summary and file name, you will be getting the descriptive statistic of all the variables. And the same thing we have seen here. Right? Clear? Wonderful. If it is clear, then we may also compute the next process. We may just do the histogram. How to do? Very easy. You may write here HIST, and then you may write variable name like Mexico, and then enter. Wonderful. I hope you might have understood like this. Histogram. Everyone has done, right? So you can see the pattern. Either your data is having the proper distribution or not. Like I have written here, hist and variable name, you get the histogram of that variable. Similarly, you can do the histogram of all the variables. Yeah, hurry up. Take another 1 minute and do this histogram.
Yes, students, make the diagram. If you are facing any concern, any problem, please convey to sir or write down in a chat box.
Okay. So you may you may do like this, like hist, and then JKC, enter. This is another histogram. Similarly, you can do for the BIST variable also, like hist, BIST variable, and then enter. So in this way, you can look at the data. You can look at the pattern of the data by looking just by going through the histogram. Right? Now, talking about the another step in this art institute. Before going to this, I just want to show there is history. There is history. So you may be in doubt that what should you do? Let's suppose today I have done histogram. I have prepared histogram. Tomorrow I forget that what was the command. How to do? Very easy. Just click on history If you click on history, I think you can get all the command, whatever you have done, each and everything has been written here, like hist, JKSC, beast, summary, mint. You have done this mathematical operation. All the things are here. All the things are here. And you can look at it and you can do it. Let's suppose tomorrow I'll be doing. So let's suppose I forget tomorrow that what is the command of descriptive statistic. I look at it. Yes, this is what mint, summary, and the file name. So I might write here summary and then any particular variable like Mexico and then enter. So in this way you can look at the history of all the variables or whatever you have done till now. You go through history and then you can analyze it. Well, after this descriptive statistic histogram, you may go to the, like this is the data. So in this data set, I must say, and you might be knowing that there are three types of data. One is cross-sectional data. Another one is time series data. And the third one is what? Panel data. You have three types of data. One is what? Cross-sectional data, time series data, and panel data. I think you might be knowing this all these things, but I'm just recalling you. When you say cross-sectional data, generally it is related to your survey data. Survey data, like you ask the perception, you ask the opinion of respondents, of the people, right? And this opinion, perception of the people is collected once, only once, right? If the data is like that, you can say, yes, that data is your cross-sectional data. Time series data, like a stock market. Every day, let's suppose I'm looking at the Reliance Industry share price, right? So I'll be collecting the data for might be 1 year, might be 2 years, or might be 3 years. It means what? It means over the period of time, I'm getting the observation, I'm getting the value. So that is what time series data. Panel data here means what? Combination of cross-sectional and time series data. Right? So what I said combination of time series and panel data, that is your, sorry, combination of cross-sectional and time series is known as panel data. And the same thing I have mentioned. Right? I hope this is fine. Now, if you look at this mint data, this is your time series data. Though these are the different variables, but this is time series data, like 2011 41, 2011 44, and so on. So you are getting the data in equal way, right? Now, let me talk about another aspect, and that is in terms of trend. I think we are being in commerce and finance domain. It is very important for, be it in form of a stock market, be in form of result analysis, be it in form of any particular thing. We say, sir, I'm going to look at the trend. Trend of what? Might be market. Trend of what? Might be any particular share price, isn't it? So what does it mean, this trend? First, you have to identify this, and then we can do the analysis part of the trend. So trend is nothing but what? Yeah, any idea? Can anyone note it on chat? Yeah. Can anyone write on chat? Trend. Simply we say upward and downward movement. upward and downward movement of any particular variable, right? Generally, what happens, as being investor, we believe that market or we believe that history will be repeated. History will be repeated means what? Let's suppose whatever has happened in past, that may repeat in future. This is the idea, and because keeping this idea, considering this idea in mindset, we generally look at the trend and then we do the analysis so that investor may be benefited in near future, isn't it? Now the question is, sir, it's fine, upward and downward movement, but how to know? Let's suppose this is the Mexico. This is the Mexican stock market, which is in Mexico. How to look at the trend of this Mexico stock market? For that, we have to follow two steps. First step. Step number one. In our studio, we have to install the package, and with the help of that package, we can do the analysis part. In so many aspects, I'm not saying that always you have to install the package. Now you have understood package. Package means what? Package here means your extra function, right? Extra function means what? Support. Extra support in our studio. How to install this R Studio? Go to Tools, click on Install Packages, and in this Tools, write the T series name. Here, I write here TSERI. By the way, this T series does not mean Gulshan Kumar T series. This T series here means time series, right? So click on this T series and click on install. If you click on install, like I'm just clicking on install, so within few seconds it may be installed. Wonderful. Within few seconds it has been installed, right? After installing, we are supposed to write this library and T series and then enter. So the first step is done. In first step, this is the process, and trust me, the people, the students who are in third semester or might be fifth semester, they are supposed to just consider it seriously, because you may prepare your project. In NTCC project, you can work to look a trend on your data set. So first step is install and do the library T series package, which you have done. Second step, right here, plot.ts and then variable name. So how to do? I go to in this console and write here what? I write here plot.ts and then I write variable name. Let's suppose I want to look at the trend of Mexican stock market. So what to do? Simply write plot.ts and write here Mexico and then enter. Wow, we have got the trend. Look at it. Yeah, my dear participants, I hope you have been able to get this trend. So this is trend, and generally when investors invest in the stock market, they look at the trend to know either in future it will be repeated or not. The pattern of past, the pattern of history will be repeated in near future or not. With the help of that pattern, we can discuss this.
And students, if you are facing any problem in any step, please feel free to ask. Sir will be happy to repeat that particular iteration. Okay, sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So in this way, you can look at it. Now the question is how to read, how to interpret it. That is the matter. Look, You may read or you may interpret like that. Sir, market starts from here, just going fall down, again going up, then going fall down, going up, and so on. So in this way, moving up, then again goes down. It means in this trend, majority of the time, sir, this is on progressive curve, right? During this period, it fell down. It fell down, isn't it? But after that, it is fine, and this is the time. This is the time when market is at the highest level. Like this point is the highest level of that particular series. It means at that time might be the stock market, Mexican stock market has realized the high profitability on this point, right? So this is the trend. And by the way, this trend is known as a stochastic trend. This trend is a stochastic trend. Now, what does it mean, this stochastic trend? What does it mean, this stochastic trend? Look, actually, any change which happens, in an uncertain, any change which happens in an uncertain way, that trend is known as a stochastic trend. For example, if you look at this trend, you can't say that tomorrow market will go up by this point. You can't say after a certain period of time the market will go up by that. No, uncertain. Market will go up, fall down in uncertain way, and that is known as your stochastic trend. That's why this trend is known as a stochastic trend. How? Because the change is not known, right? So I'm giving you 5 minutes time to just make the trend of all the variables like JKSE, NGSE, BIST, and BSE. Hurry up, dear participants. Yeah, I hope you all are doing.
This is a very important, sir. I would just like to mention that this is a very important command whenever we are trying to plot like trend of any future projections in a even project management cases where we have a certain income inflows. So that can also be plotted, I believe, rather than simple time series analysis. Can we also use it in the projected income flows? Sir? Can we use this command
Yeah,
in those
sir?
situations?
Sir?
So can we use this command plot.ts in plotting the trend in case of future income inflows,
Yeah,
rather than only time series?
sir, in time series we do generally, but in case of cross-sectional data we do not do. When it comes talking about
Okay.
forecasting, like you mentioned about this,
Yeah.
of course, actually trend will help you to know, okay, what will be the condition in near future. For example, let's say it is started from like this. So up to this, you may say, okay, either it will go up or not. So in past, it has already touched this point. So you may predict, you may forecast, yes, in near future it may go up. It may go up. So
Okay,
you
but
may,
we cannot take it for the entire series to be in the prediction mode.
yeah,
We need to have some basis to
yes,
basically project further. Okay, right.
yes,
Thank you.
yes. Yeah, my dear participants, hurry up. Do it quickly.
Yeah, students, any queries so far? No, sir. I think we can move ahead.
Okay, so you have understood what you have understood, like plot.ts. Like again, if I write plot.ts and then enter, and then I write beast and enter, I may get the plot, and that is what plot.ts like this, isn't it? So this is the way through which we can look at the trend, and then you can think either you'll be getting the return in near future or not. Then third, so till now we have understood so many things. We have understood why this R Studio is helpful, and then how to do the descriptive statistic analysis, how to look at the trend. We also understood the data types. But if you look at the descriptive statistic, like if I write summary and Mexico, you may get this minimum value, maximum value, and your third quartile, first quartile, and maximum value. But in this, when you look at the descriptive statistic, in descriptive statistic, we also talk about the standard deviation. We also talk about any other kind, like skewness, curtaceous. I think you have already started, or you might be starting in a statistic, right? So where is it? It is not available in this command with the help of this summary. For that, we require to install another package, and that another package will be what? Go to this tools, click on install package, and right here, F basics. F basics, and then click on install. So hardly it takes 4 to 5 seconds. Again, I'm repeating. Go to tools, right there, F basics, and definitely it will be installed very quickly. It has been installed now. After installing this, right here, library, F basics, and then enter. My F basics has been installed now, and then we can write what? Basic stats. Again, I'm repeating. Basic stats, and then series name like Mexico, and enter. Right? So these are what? These are your all the detailed descriptive statistics. So what you have understood? You have understood that basic stats. This basic stats is useful for what? Useful for detailed descriptive statistics. Right? Descriptive, it means this is useful for what? Detailed descriptive statistics. And what is the command? Command is basic states and variable name. Right? Basic states and variable name. This is the command. Similarly, you may write like another variable also. Basic states and what is the variable name? Variable name is beast. So what I write? Basic states and beast, and then enter. So this is about your all the things like built-in form of minimum, maximum, first quartile, third quartile, mean, median, sum, standard error mean, LCL, it means lower confidence level. LCL means lower confidence level. UCL means upper control limit. Variance, standard deviation, skewness, curtaceous. So this is all about your what? Advanced descriptive statistics. So in this way, the process which I have followed, requesting you all to just take 2 to 3 minutes and do the advanced basic statistic. Hurry up. Do it quickly on all the variables. So we have done the descriptive statistic, and that is in form of basic statistic, and then in terms of your advanced statistic. So till now, what we have understood? Till now, we have understood that the command is what? Summary and then variable name. That is for one variable, right? And then we write basic states and variable name. So this is the command which will help you to understand the descriptive statistic. So let me write. Summary variable name helps you to know the basic descriptive statistic, right? Whereas basic stats and then variable helps to know the advanced descriptive stats. So this is the thing which you have understood in this basic statistic and descriptive statistic. Wonderful. Now, this is the way through which we can say, yes, this is the tool to analyze descriptive statistic and trend. Further, we may do the advanced level of analysis also, like regression, ANOVA. I'm not going in this tool and test, but of course, I may suggest you to check the normality of variable. Now, if I look at, I think you might have heard, you might have studied normality. What does it mean, this normality? Normality simply means that maximum observations or values if your maximum values, if your maximum observations are near to mean value, then we say my data is normally distributed. And being a student of commerce and finance, generally we check the either our data is normally distributed or not. So when your maximum values are near to mean value, for example, if I say in your class there are 40 students. In your class there are 40 students and their ages ranges from 19 years to 19 to 22 years, right? It means majority of the values will be near to the mean value. So of course then it will be normally distributed. But in this out of 40 students, few students are 28 years, few students are 30 years. It means your data cannot be normally distributed. Why? Because it will be beyond your normal value. It will be beyond your mean value. So when the condition occurs like this, it can be considered as the normality of the variable, right? Now, how to check the normality of variable in any particular data? Right. First, I'm not going in detail. Will look at the graphical representation. I'm not going to apply the test here. Simply look at the graphical representation, and graphical representation is there in form of histogram. Very simple, which we have already done. So how to do? Right here, hist, and then check the variable name. Like I write max score. Looking at this histogram, we may say the data is not normally distributed because this is not bell-shaped curve. This is not bell-shaped curve. Few observations are in this, the following in this values, few are this, and again majority are in this, and then it is not equally falling down. It means this data is not normally distributed, right? So in this way, you can check the normality with the help of histogram. Apart from that, there are another tool and test also, but not we are going in detail like Jarkeveda test, Sapiro test. These are the way through which we can check the normality, right? So you may check also, take another 1 to 2 minutes, and though I have already done, but look at from the normality point of view, either these data are normally or not. Yeah, hurry up. In case of any doubt, if you have any doubt, you are most welcome from the beginning. Yeah, so now you have been able to look at the histogram with the help of this. Wonderful. So as you are students of like statistics and commerce, majority of the time you might be, interested to know the correlation, the degree of association, degree of relationship between two variables. Like if I say, sir, advertisement is there, sales is there. So either this advertisement and sales are correlated or not. It means you people are interested in knowing the correlation. So if I write, and you have studied this correlation and regression in your statistic also, majority of the students they might have done and might be they are doing. So correlation means what? The degree of associationship. The degree of associationship between two variables. The degree of associationship or relationship between two variables like x and y. X and y. How to know the correlation, and by how much, if advertisement will increase, by how much sales will increase. So you are supposed to understand the correlation, and very easy. You can look at the correlation in this R studio by simply writing like COR. Again, I'm repeating COR, and then you may write the variable name like two variables, Mexico and JKC. So I write here Mexico, comma, JKC, and then enter. Right. So what you have noticed? 0.76. And this positive, and the relationship is what? Positive. It means Mexican stock market and then this JKC market, these are highly correlated. 0.76 and positively correlated, right? So high correlation is there in these two market, and this correlation is positive. It means, meaning is what? Meaning is, sir, if one market will go up, another market will also go up, right? Again, I'm repeating, if one market will go up, another market will be also going up. Why? Because it has the positive correlation. If there would be negative correlation, the symbol would be in negative, right? So in this way, you can take the correlation between two markets, right? And further, you may also think for the diversification opportunity, considering these two aspects, on the basis of correlation. So requesting you to just compute correlation of rest of the variables. Yeah, hurry up. Okay, so you might have done. Now my question is, let's suppose, not question, rather this is a suggestion. Sir, I'm doing my project. I'm doing my NTCC, be it in form of minor or might be the major or summer internship or whatever projects are going on. Let's suppose we are doing. I have computed the descriptive statistic by writing basic states and Mexico and then enter. Now my question is, sir, or you may ask me, sir, how to, it's fine, this is in R, but how to copy and paste in my work, because I have to prepare the report in Microsoft Word. So simply what you can do simply copy, like you may select and then do right click and click on copy, and then you can paste anywhere, like I can paste in my Microsoft Word. So in this way, you can do the analysis, and I hope this will be very helpful for you in your project, be it in form of like the students who are in third semester, might be they may be doing project in fourth, fifth semester, sixth semester too. So in this way, they can do the descriptive statistic or trend analysis in one of their project, right? So till now, if anyone has doubt, I'm here, please put. Yeah, so what you have understood from the beginning of R and R Studio, we have understood in today's session till now, we have understood how to upload R, how to upload the data in R Studio, how to do descriptive statistic, and that may be in form of simple descriptive statistic, I mean basic descriptive statistic and advanced descriptive statistic, how to do the trend analysis. We have also understood the various kinds of data, and apart from this, we have understood why R Studio is useful. Additionally, we have also done the correlation with the help of this code command. So that is all from my end. Over to you, sir. Yeah, Dr. Harsh, over to you.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening the students with the basics of R Studio. I know it could have been taken up at a very tedious level, but to start with, this you have given an idea to the students community that how they can use these tools in their NTCC projects or final dissertation that they will be doing in their sixth semester, especially in the second year students when they have this minor project in the fourth semester. So students, can we have any query with regard to the session which has been held? Now we are into this question answer round. Please feel free to ask any basic question or query you might be having with regard to applicability of these tools.
Niklesh sir, I have a question on behalf of students.
Yes, ma'am, please.
If you permit me, may I ask you? Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is the data specifically based on time series. If the students working for NTCC and they have ratios for the companies and they are preparing this histogram, they are preparing the plotting which shows specifically the trend. So if this is the graph which they are making for the ratio, what does this depict?
Ratio means, ma'am, you are talking about the different kind of ratio analysis or what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because they have different ratios, current ratio, liquidity ratio. They are getting the ratios for different years, and then they are making the trend. So how will they interpret this result?
Okay. Yeah. It's really, it's a wonderful question, because specifically this will be the helpful for those students who have done just recently the project, and that is in form of minor project. So they might understand like that. Let's suppose Reliance Industry Limited is there, right, ma'am? And Reliance Industry Limited has 5 years of data. Let's say debt equity ratio. So debt equity ratio of first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. What they can do, they can compute with the help of debt and equity, they can compute the debt equity ratio, be it in form of this R studio also, or you can say Excel also. And then they can look at the trend. Like very simple command. Simply you can do like this, plot.ts. And automatically year wise they can look at in the plot. Yes, in this year data has got the debt equity ratio is high, and this year the debt equity is low. So again, first they can compute in Excel, they can upload, and in this plot, with the help of this plot, they can look at the trend. So for them, rather than histogram, one has to opt this plot.ts in order to look at the ratio or trend of ratio. Rather, we must say trend of ratio in this art studio. Right, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hope the students are getting various queries which are unresolved in the duration of project. They're getting the solution for all these. Either you are calculating the trend, you have to calculate the descriptive statistics. It is very, very easy way. The sir has taught us a very easiest way to analyze, and it is this session specifically making it specifically in the right meaning that it is a practical exposure to accounting analytics. We are very thankful to you, sir, for giving us knowledge on the analysis. Now I request us, sir, kindly give a vote of thanks to Niklesh, sir.
Just to conclude, sir, I just had some basic query. Like, can we use our test in any of the marketing analysis as well when we are trying to predict the sales of any like product or any kind of financial services? Can we use our test in that? In what broad way can we use it? Can you throw some light? Yeah.
Of course, you can do to predict the market or to predict any particular thing in R. And for that, we have predictive analytics. So with the help of this predictive analytics, we can predict, we can forecast. Even you can forecast the stock market also. Let's suppose in marketing, the more priority is on sales, right? The sales target. They can predict, yes, in this year, I have to make the target. So how to do? With the help of auto-regressive integrated moving average, with the help of any other tools like neural network. So innumerable things are there. And with the help of that, you can predict the market, right? So as I mentioned, auto-regressive integrated moving average, and then neural network. And apart from that, predictive analytics are also there, which can be helpful to predict the market.
Yes, sir. That is a wonderful topic that you shared in neural networks or in predictive analysis. Because what we are hearing nowadays is like for India at 2047, the target is for 40 trillion economy to make India that level. So we are talking about Industry 4.0. So the time will come that when we are having interdisciplinary approach with regard to any business idea being implemented, we will not be concerned only about commerce or finance marketing. So it will be an amalgamation, or as you said earlier, like in one of our discussions, agglomeration of all these disciplines, and in which econometrics will play a definitely important role. And I'm sure the students who are interested in for higher studies in econometrics and advanced tools in these economics and statistics, they will find our studio test very useful, because every year applications are being done, and you never know, some other software may take up, but these are the basics, and which every student, I assume it should be made mandatory to learn about our studio now. Any other questions, Dr. Renika, or we can conclude then?
Yeah, sir, I also want to add here one point, as this is very relevant. As you have polling this our government plan for the 2047 or might be 2050. So as we are aware that India has been, the hub, IT hub, right? One thing. Another thing is in corporate business world, the more priority is given to the analytics. Somewhere that's why we are just teaching, or we are just we have considered so many courses related to analytics like statistics, business analytics, and other Python, right? And
Right.
other tools and techniques also. One of the major courses, and that is artificial intelligence too. So the thing is that this will contribute in near future. And of course, this is booming. This is really growing in a very leaps and bounds that the one can easily apply these tools and techniques. Analytics, be it in form of the candidate who is from commerce or any other area, it has been mandatory for their analytical skill enhancement, right? So I think, of course, this will be helpful for the students who have attended the session today. And of course, this is a suggestion also to
Yeah,
both.
so because that's also it reminded me of an economic times conference conclave that I attended a few days back, in which the digital transformation and the things, similar things were being echoed by the different participants over there. So, as we know, it also gels with the fact that rather than having only Silicon Valley or Hyderabad as the only IT hub under the vision of Prime Minister Modi ji, we are having 40 centers, I think. They have been inaugurated a while back in Gujarat. So it will definitely go a long way in inculcating this habit among students to go for more digital courses and like software based tools to be studied at the university level. And so that is a wonderful idea that I thank Dr. Renuka and uh, under the vision of Chancellor Sir Atul Chauhanji, that we have come up with such an innovative idea for holding this workshop on analytics and entrepreneurial development for 15 days. So no start is a small start, and it can definitely go a long way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miklesh sir, for taking a wonderful session. Session was very fabulous and specifically giving a practical approach for analytical skills. And second most important thing, it is connected to the commerce and finance student. They can connect themselves easily because they are studying accounting, they are studying the finance, they are specifically working on the NTCC. I agree with her, sir. Obviously, this is a kind of workshop which must go on so that the student may capable to understand the practical approach. And I also thanks to her, sir, for giving us time for moderating the session. Thank you very much again to Niklesh, sir. And specifically, I want to thank the logistics and IT sir. Maksud sir, thank you very much for cooperating us at each and every step. And thank you very much too. Thank you. Sir. And thank you to our dearest students who are the patient listener, who are attending the session. I think the students are getting a lot of things from this session. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such a lively session.